7.1 Introduction to Polynomials. What a polynomial is, it's a monomial or a sum or difference of monomials. When we're talking about polynomials, first thing we're going to say is degree. The degree is determined by the highest exponent of the greatest value within a polynomial. Standard form. Standard form, the terms of the polynomial are ordered from left to right from the greatest to the least exponent. That's a polynomial. 5x squared plus x minus 1. What degree is that? What's my highest exponent? Highest exponent is a 2, so it's a degree 2. Standard form just means it's written in order, from a highest exponent down to no exponent. For this table, the first one I have 12, just a number. The number of terms, there's just one term, so it's called a monomial. Its degree is 0, so it's called a constant. The next one, 8x. 8x is still, or it still has one term, so it's still called a monomial. But now I have a variable. The highest exponent on that variable is a 1. Anything just x is called linear. If we graph this, it makes a straight line. Now I have 4x squared plus 3. There are two terms. They're separated by the plus. There's two terms, so it's called a binomial. The highest degree, I have an x squared. When it's squared, you have a quadratic. We've dealt already with quadratic formula and stuff. That's why it's called quadratic. I still have two terms. 5x cubed plus x squared. Two terms. But my degree now is 3. The highest degree is 3, so it's called a cubic. Anyone know why 3 is cubic? 3 is not cubed. 3D. 3 dimensions cubed. Now I have 3x squared minus 4x plus 6. There are 3 different terms. When you have 3 terms, it's called a trinomial. It is still degree 2, or this one's a degree 2, and it's quadratic. Even though there's 3 things here, the highest degree is a 2. To decide what degree it is, look at the highest exponent. Highest exponent I have here is 1. 1 degree, first degree is called linear. Highest degree is a 2. Second degree is called quadratic. Highest one is a 3. 3 is called cubic. On this last one, I have 3x to the 4th minus 4x cubed plus 6x squared minus 7. There are 4 terms. If there's more than 3 terms, we just call it a polynomial. There's many terms. The highest degree is a 4. Something to the 4th degree is called quartic. What does quartic sound like? Quarter. What do you know about a quarter? There's 4 of them in a dollar. This is what we're going to use. I have 2x squared plus or minus 3x plus 5 plus 4x squared plus 7x minus 2. What do I get for this? 6x squared plus 4x plus 3. When you add like terms, 2x squared and 4x squared is 6x squared. You don't add the exponents. That's something from a previous chapter. What's my highest degree? 2. So it is called quadratic. How many terms are there? There's 3 terms, so it's a trinomial. And notice how I'm writing it in standard form. X squared, x, constant number. Try this one. All right, what's my highest degree here? 3. And that's how I'm going to start looking. I find the highest degree, and that's x cubed. Do I have any other x cubes? So it's 12x cubed. Done with that. Going down in line, x squared. The only one I have is right here, so it's plus 4x squared. Now my x's. 7x plus 3x is 10x. Done with those. And what's 2 and negative 6? Negative 4. How many terms do I have? 4. Since it's 4 terms, polynomial. What's the highest degree? 3, so it's cubic. What's different about this one? Fraction in the middle. Try this one. The negative part of any problem when it's minus, that's usually where mistakes are made. For some people, this will help. 3x squared minus 2x plus 8. I'm going to change this to a plus. What happens to this? Negative x squared plus 4. If I change a negative to a positive, just distribute that negative. You're less likely to make an easy mistake. My highest exponent is an x squared. 3x squared and a negative x squared. 2x squared. X's. That's the only one right here. X. What's an 8 plus 4? 12. A lot of you probably have 4. Because what you did is you did this one right, but you always forget about the negative. Negative becomes a positive. Do you see that little tiny mistake? It's an easy mistake. For some of you, I do this all the time even. Change this into an addition problem. That way you can just go matching all the way through it. If you don't want to rewrite it, just be careful about the distributing. How many terms do I have? 3, so it's called a trinomial. What's the highest degree? 2, so it's quadratic. Try this one. All right, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to change this negative to a positive, which makes this 2x squared a negative 2x squared. It makes this negative 5x a positive 5x. And it makes this positive 2a negative 2. That way I can just go through and play match. The highest degree is 3. 4x cubed. The next one is x squared. And I should have negative 2x squared. Some of you probably have a plus 2x squared because you weren't careful. 3x and 5x is 8x. Some of you probably have negative 2 because you didn't distribute the negative sign. What's a 2 minus 2? 0. Some of you probably have 4. How many terms do I have? So it's called a trinomial. What's the highest degree? 3, so it's cubic. Any questions?